The Denver Nuggets get another win versus the Los Angeles Lakers to go up 3-0 in the first round of the NBA playoffs. And the Denver Nuggets have 4 20-point scores and 3 20 and 10 players in this game. Man, are the Denver Nuggets getting ready to bring the broom out versus the Los Angeles Lakers? We're going to talk about all that and more here at Locked On Nuggets.
You are Locked On Nuggets, your daily Denver Nuggets podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Locked On Nuggets. This is your host, Swiper. This is your team every day. Shout out to everybody that's in here already. Y'all know what time it is. The Denver Nuggets are on the up and up. They get another win versus the Los Angeles Lakers in LA. In LA, after a masterclass game in Game 2 where they closed out the game and one of the best game winners you'll see the entire season. One of the best game winners in Denver Nuggets franchise history. Just an exceptional game, y'all. Man, the Denver Nuggets, man, they are rolling. They feel good. They feel confident. And they are playing a lot of really good basketball right now. And what I love about the Denver Nuggets is that they're not even playing their best version of basketball yet. They're not playing their best version of basketball yet. But as a team, collectively, they just know exactly what they're supposed to be doing, where they're supposed to be, and how they're supposed to be moving. And what I love about this is that the Nuggets, man, they have just gotten to this place where it doesn't matter what the other team is doing. It doesn't matter what the other team is doing. It doesn't matter how they're playing. It doesn't matter about, where the game flow is. And if they're down 20 in the third quarter, they're down 12 in the second quarter, they're down 4 at halftime. They just play their brand of basketball. And Nikola Jokic, man, you want to talk about a dude with some fire quotes as of late. He basically talks after the game. He says, winning is a lifestyle for us. Winning is a lifestyle for us. The Nuggets have made winning a lifestyle, and they have now won 11 straight games versus the Los Angeles. They all have 10 straight games won versus LeBron James when he plays in those matchups. Y'all, I was thinking about this the other day. Last year, the Denver Nuggets were 16-4. 16-4 in the playoffs. The Denver Nuggets, man, in the last year and including the first 3 games of this playoffs, y'all, 19-4 in their last 23 playoff games. 19-4. And again, they need to close out the job. They need to close out the job on Saturday. But y'all, the Denver Nuggets, man, in the last 3 rounds, so the first round this year, the NBA Finals, and then the Western Conference Finals last year, the Denver Nuggets are 11-1. They're 11-1 in their last 12 playoff games in the Western Conference Finals, in the finals, and now in the first round. So the team, they're just in a different place, man. Like the way they were able to dominate that game yesterday, it really looked like they put the Lakers in a position where they just didn't have the energy anymore. Y'all, like the Lakers got up a lot to start the game off. And in the first quarter, the Lakers came out. They had an 8-0 lead to start the game out. They were just taking care of business. The Nuggets were turning the ball over. I mean, Jokic got 2 fouls on him immediately. What I loved about Michael Malone was just say, hey, I'm going to trust him. I'm going to trust him that he's going to take care of business and that he's going to do his job. And he did. Jokic had 2 fouls last night, but the Nuggets just kept on churning. And what I will say, I'll give the Lakers credit on this. The Lakers have been doubling Joker on every post-up, regardless of who's on him. So even with AD, they would stunt somebody toward him to see if they can try to get him off kilter or to get him in a situation where he turns the ball over. But he didn't respond that way. He handled it really well. And the Lakers are helping on every Jamal Murray pick and roll as well. They're showing on every Jamal Murray pick and roll because they just don't want him. They want him to see as many hands as possible as he's navigating to the rim or navigating the pick and roll. And Jamal had really points yesterday where he, struggled a bit, but he did figure it out as the game went on. But it was just a masterclass performance. The Denver Nuggets in the first quarter, I believe they were down 23-33. But Jamal Murray at the top of that second quarter, man, just 3 straight buckets for him. He went to the free throw line once in that stretch. Back-to-back points for him on possessions. And then Aaron Gordon, man, like everybody on the team that needed to show up and do something yesterday, they did. And it was just an exceptional game yesterday. Nikola Jokic, y'all, 24 points in 39 minutes, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. And in this game, what was so interesting, he shot 9 of 13 from the field. 9 of 13 from the field, 9 of 2 from 2, or 9 of 12 from 2. And he was 6 of 7 from the free throw line as well. And Jokic also had a steal in this game. Jokic was a +4 in the game. The Denver Nuggets won by 7. And what you love, man, is like Joker is just pacing. You know, this game, this series really, it hasn't required him. It has not required him to have to go to that A+ level game yet from Nikola Jokic, but you see it brewing. And he kind of just holding off on it. And yesterday, even when he was in foul trouble, he just did not let that dictate how he was going to play over the course of the game. And it was a great job by Jokic because he ended up with 4 fouls yesterday. But again, just played really smart basketball. His jump shot has been working. The mid-range has been working. But his ability to get to the rim and a lot of these off-ball cuts, man, like whenever Anthony Davis is standing still and like kind of lurking and looking at the ball, if he's guarding Joker literally would just cross his face every time and cut to the basket. And he did that on multiple possessions yesterday. So just a great game from Joker, 24, 15, and 9. You know, just an unbelievable performance. He's been rebounding like a madman as of late. As a madman. And Joker, you know, so far in the year, in the playoffs, he's averaging 28, 16, and 9 on 70 true shooting so far in the playoffs, y'all. 28, 16, and 9 on 70% true shooting. It's just insane. But again, he just is continuing to find like the rhythm and how he needs to play. You know, we'll see for game gets up as series go on, and some of these series are going to require more of him as a scorer, but he's been excellent. Like he legitimately has been excellent in this game. And then Jamal Murray, 22 points and 9 assists, just 8 of 21 from the field. Just 8 of 21 from the field today. But again, 1 block. He did have 4 turnovers. But his shot making was good. You know, he was creating space from Gabe Vincent, from Austin Reeves. You know, he was getting to the fadeaway post a little bit. So even then, you know, you see him like still figuring out like kind of how to attack the defense and attack the show, but also not trying to like, you know, overload, overhelp, and overshoot. You know, he's leading the team in shots. You know, he's, I think 24, and then now 21. Like he's leading them in shots. So, you know, some of that is like you want him to do that too. But he's not making them a lot so far. Like he's only made, I think, 9 shots in the first of the games. So I think he's made 9 shots in the first of the games and then 8 today. You know, it's nothing crazy. 26, you know, 26 of 69, I believe. So he hasn't been shooting well. But I do think as the series go on, that Jamal Murray is going to find more confident. And I would not be surprised if he ends up playing with a better tone and tenor in this game, y'all. But, y'all, when we come back, y'all, I really want to talk about the 2 people of the hour, man. Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. Like, the level of basketball they have been able to play as of late has just been unbelievable. And is carrying the Denver Nuggets to this 3-0 lead so far in the first round of the playoffs, y'all. But we'll be right back for more on Locked On Nuggets. So, y'all, are you the kind of driver that likes to push things a little further? Ever wonder what adventure could be around the next corner? Our friends at Nissan have a lineup of SUVs with the capabilities to take your adventure to the next level. Now, the 2024 Nissan Rogue is perfect for city drives and great escapes. Class exclusive Google built-in is your always updating assistant to call on for almost anything. Gone are the days of connecting your phone. Google Assistant, Google Maps, and Google Play Store are built right into the 12.3-inch HD touchscreen infotainment system. The 2024 Rogue is the perfect mid-size crossover for your next adventure. The 2024 Nissan Armada will change what you expect from a full-size SUV. Picture a rugged 4x4 that can seat up to 8 in first-class luxury and style. Tow bigger and explore further in the 2024 Armada. Take the Nissan Rogue, Nissan Pathfinder, or Nissan Armada and go find your next big adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. And y'all, there's a lot of things that are happening in the world. There's a lot of stuff that we're all trying to work through. And it's really good to be able to talk to people that can help you sort through how you're feeling and the things that are happening with you on a day-to-day basis. We all need to get things off our chest sometimes. Big or small, certain things can really start to get to us. And it's important that we let that out, especially to someone who's unbiased in our lives. So today, I want to tell you how I really feel about something. You might even think about doing the same thing. As again, somebody that's trying to balance all the stuff that's happening, all the shows I'm doing now, trying to balance the sleep schedule when I'm on the East Coast and the games are over at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I'm going to bed at 2:30, 3 a.m., waking up, having to work in the morning. That's a lot. And, I need time to process. And so therapy can be different for everyone. Most of us have bigger problems in our favorite sports team, and it's important to get things off your chest every once in a while. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be flexible and suited to your schedule. Visit BetterHelp.com/LockedOnNBA to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/LockedOnNBA. We'll be right back for more here at Locked On Nuggets. What's going on, y'all? We are back here for Locked On Nugget. This is your host, Swiper. This is your team every day. Again, if you're on the YouTube side, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video. Get more and more people watching and listening to the great content we're putting out here at Locked On. And also, too, if you're on the audio side, give us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes. That way more and more people can get excited about the great Denver Nuggets content you're getting on a day-to-day basis, y'all. But, y'all, the Nuggets, man, the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr., y'all. Oh, my gosh. Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. have been dynamite. Aaron Gordon, career-high points in the playoff game. Career-high rebounds in the playoff game last night. 29 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists. 12 of 18 from the field. 12 of 17 from 2. 5 of 6, wow, from the free throw line. Wow. 1 steal, and he was a +3 in this game. And the defense that he played. The defense he played on LeBron James, on Anthony Davis, on some of the newer guards in the league, like Austin Reeves and, D'Angelo Russell, the youngins. Like, the dude that he is turned into is just absolutely insane. His ability to be able to switch as a defender from Reeves to Rui to Braun to AD, that's already one of one. But his ability to then be able to oscillate on offense, and when he needs to turn up his scoring output, to be able to do that at such a high level, now that is what makes Aaron Gordon special. That is what makes Aaron Gordon one of the premier chess pieces in the NBA. And yesterday, he put it on display. Wow. Aaron Gordon, 12 of 17 from 2, multiple finishes at the rim, multiple dunks, multiple cuts. And then on top of that, with all that to be considered, the defense he played on LeBron James wore him out. And then on the other end, he was getting on the offensive glass at the half. He got a great tip in on one of Joker's few misses yesterday. And so, he's just doing things right now that all equates to winning basketball. And especially when you're in the situation the Nuggets are, Aaron Gordon giving you 18 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 4.3 assists on 62% true shooting. That's your 4th offensive option And that's unheard of. Unheard of. Like a 62% true shooting, that's insane. And so for him to be able to pick up the scoring volume when the Denver Nuggets are lacking because Jokic is in foul trouble or they're blitzing Jamal Murray out the wazoo, AG's like, cool, I got it. I got a squad. Don't even worry about it. So just a great game from him. But Michael Porter Jr., man, like you want to talk about a door closer. You want to talk about a dude that's slamming the door shut. In this game, Porter had 20 points and 10 rebounds and 3 assists. He was 8 of 16 from the field and then 2 of 6 from 3. And he had 2 of 2 free throws yesterday. He was a +2. But Michael Porter Jr.'s ability to rise and fire is like one of his most dominant skill sets. Now, his defense has also been much improved. It really has. But for Michael to be able to be like, all right, bet. Like, we need more scoring here, so I'm going to do a pull-up 3 on Taurean Prince. Bow. We need more scoring. I'm going to do a pull-up on Austin Reeves. Bow. We need more scoring. I need to do a pull-up on Anthony Davis. Bow. Like, his ability to just know the moment because he's been playing on this team since 2018, playing next to Murray and Jokic since 2019, it's just different. And I loved everything about his game. I love the fact that he's been rebounding as well as he has because all of that stuff is a difference maker. It's difference making for the Denver Nuggets. And initially, especially when you're in a situation where Jamal Murray is struggling to find his shot. Like, listen to this, y'all. Michael Porter Jr. in the series averaging 20.3 points per game, 9.0 rebounds, 1.0 steals, and has a 68% true shooting. Y'all didn't hear me. 20 and 9 on a 68% true shooting. Massive amounts of efficiency. Again, just 3 games. But it's almost as if like he's just been able to read the floor in ways that he didn't used to. And y'all, he had back-to-back possessions where he passed the ball to Aaron Gordon for these wide open rim attempts. Now it's just like, ooh, wee. Like he would do the pump fake, dribble, get to a spot, and as he was getting to a spot, dump off to Aaron Gordon. And his processing ability is just so much better than what it used to be. And it's making a world of a difference in the overall success rate of the team. So really just shout out to him, man. He continues to prove his value on a night-to-night basis. And again, 4 Denver Nuggets players with 20 points and then 3 Denver Nuggets players with 20 points and at least 10 rebounds today in Jokic, Gordon, and Porter. So just an exceptional basketball game, y'all. But when we come back, y'all, we got to talk about it. There's a sweep on the table. I predicted the series in 5. There's a sweep on the table. Is it possible? What's going to have to happen for it to happen? But we're going to talk about all that and more here at Locked On Nuggets. When you're hiring for your small business, you want to find a quality professionals that are right for the role. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Job has the tools to help find the right professionals for your team faster and for free. As somebody who's in the content creation business, I'm looking for people that are helping with social media. I'm looking with people that help for content ideas. Like I have a different host of things that I have to tap into. So I think similarly, like you need to be able to find easy access to potential employers or employees who are looking to have opportunities in your field. And LinkedIn isn't just a job board. LinkedIn helps you hire professionals you can't find anywhere else. Even those who aren't actively searching for a new job but might be open to the perfect role. In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't visit other leading job sites. So if you're not looking on LinkedIn, you're looking in the wrong place. On LinkedIn, 86% of small businesses get a qualified candidate within 24 hours. Hire professionals like a professional on LinkedIn. LinkedIn knows that small businesses are wearing so many hats and might not have the time or resources to hire. LinkedIn is constantly finding ways to make the process easier. They even just launched a feature that helps you write job descriptions, making the process even easier and quicker. 2.5 million small businesses use LinkedIn for hiring. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNBA. That's linkedin.com/LockedOnNBA to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. We'll be right back for more here at Locked On Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets got another one. This is your boy Swiper here at Locked On Nuggets. Welcome back to the final segment. Woo! Boy, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if you could have predicted a sweep, look, you're a smart person. You're a smart person. If you could have found some things in there that you knew the Lakers weren't going to be able to deal with, you're a smart person. And I think the Lakers have played really good games in this series. I would say that game 2 is more competitive than any game the two teams have played so far this year. But ultimately, man, the Nuggets have just figured a lot of things out. And I think like that's why the series looks the way it does. You know, Anthony Davis has had some really strong stretches so far. Really strong stretches so far. I think a lot of the issue comes down to it, AD. He just doesn't have the play creating ability and the consistency offensively in the second half that you need to carry at a high level. So whenever they get into a 4-quarter setting, he scored basically 0, 2, and 0. And so a lot of that, though, is just the Nuggets turn up their defense in the second half. Like they literally, like when AD went to the ISO yesterday in the second half, whether it was Jokic or whether it was Gordon, the Nuggets were showing mad hands because they wanted AD to feel them. And that's why they got 2 strips off of AD in the third quarter as well. You know, they don't want Anthony Davis having to worry about backing in Joker or anything like that. They want him to be able to play free and whatever else. And so they were just trying to give him the Lakers trying to give him space to operate, but then the Nuggets said, no, we're going to take that space away. And they absolutely dominated the paint in the second half, especially. So really just shout out to Michael Malone's defensive adjustments. You know, I mentioned that I think in the NBA Finals, he outcoached Bo last year and people were feeling away, but I'm just like, that's what Malone does. And that's why the Nuggets are up 3-0. That's why the Nuggets are up 3-0, even if they only made 5 threes yesterday. They're the worst three-point shooting team in the playoffs so far, which we know is going to change. But even if they were up that much, it's just the ability for Michael Malone to be able to see in this game at this time, we need to make this adjustment, and everybody falls in line with it. And you saw it yesterday. And the reason why I think it's going to end up being a sweep is because Malone is in his bag. Jokic is in his bag. MPJ and AG are in their bag. Jamal Murray in his bag. And everybody's just kind of able to see and feel and understand and communicate, hey, this is what we need to be doing here. This is how we need to make the decision here defensively. Okay, Jokic, you got Rui. AG, you got AD. KCP, you got LeBron. Now, again, if they try to go empty side with you and Jokic and Rui, hey, Jokic, hands, show, get back to Rui. And then if you try to get a driver, contain. Everybody show hands. And they're just talking and communicating. And I love yesterday's tempo, man, because they're just in such a healthy place as a roster. And it's making so big of a difference on the evening and on the nights that they're playing so far. So just an exceptional game. Like, you know, you saw in the second half, man, that when the Denver Nuggets need to turn it up, they just go to a place that not a lot of other teams can get to, and that really is making the difference in the game. So, you know, off the bench yesterday, Christian Brown had 17 minutes played, had 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field. He was a +6. Peyton Watson looks, you know, good. He had 2 points. He had 2 blocks yesterday, one on AD. That was a help side block that was asinine, just insane athleticism. But they're working in their role. And Reggie Jackson, you know, Lord willing, he's okay. Rolled his ankle yesterday. Obviously, you want to see him come back. You don't want to see him kind of limping out and everything else. But look, like the young guns are coming to play, and they're figuring out how to play with Joker, how to play with Jamal, Michael Porter, and AG. And they're kind of just fitting around that super well, and it's making a world of a difference for the team as a whole. So the Denver Nuggets, man, they go up 3-0. Just an excellent game across the board from the Nuggets. They're taking care of business, and that's what matters. And so we're going to find out more and more over the next 2 days what happened. Because this is a Friday. We're going to be back here on Saturday to talk about more because we got to do a little bit of some pregame stuff before the LA Lakers game and maybe a postgame video. Definitely will figure it out. But y'all know what time it is. Locked On Nuggets. This is your boy Swiper. See you on the other side.